Right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my humble channel where I review bullshit people like Kent Hovind and other notorious, infamous person such as Darth Dawkins and other fucking assholes, Christian assholes, I mean. And in this occasion, I am reviewing a video that I've been made acquaintance with, which is from Brett Keane. Brett Keane was hosting a gentleman called Kent Hovind, which is, we all know who this fucker is, right? And Brett Keane got in touch with Sidney Winston to ask him if he could be in that show and ask Kent Hovind a question, which he did. The thing is that Sidney Winston was allegedly the last question to be asked to this idiot, what you call it, Kent Hovind, right? So let me do some changing. Gone. Let me go to my presentation area. Lastly, let me take this video out of the equation. This one, but that's for later. That's a surprise. Right, so here we are. Right, this is the main conversation area from Brett Keane. And now I'm going to play the video. Sorry, Brett Keane had a 1 hour plus long video, excuse me, just before Sidney Winston came in. So this is the 10 seconds before Brett Keane presents with Sidney Winston. Okay, so let's go.
Hey, brother, I've been impromptu here for an hour. I got visitors here waiting. If you got some other questions, let's take them real quick, but I need to get going here.
Just a point of order here. Just remember what he says here right now, right? That he's got visitors and he's been there throwing out questions impromptu for over an hour. And he's got people waiting. So this idiot has kept somebody waiting just for being at Brett Keane's talk show, right? And that's it. He doesn't give a shit about his guests unless he's making bullshit. But let's carry on.
Well, anybody want to ask him a question? I don't want to hold him back. I know he's a busy man.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He's a busy man. He does fuck all for a living. That's an irony.
Well, you said yeah, sure, and now comes the question.
Oh, right. I was just
Who's the asshole laughing? But anyway.
waiting to see if my mic was working. It obviously is. So I've been hearing Mr. Hovind talk for an hour and some on things like science and geology and fossilology and all this kind of stuff. And also saying things like God did this and God did that, which is fair enough. But I not once have heard Mr. Hovind make a decent argument that God actually can exist without being caused. That's something that I've always had a problem with. You deny the accepted science, and you accept the eternal nature of this conceptual God, and I find that difficult to come to terms with until I understand how God came to be. I don't know how we have any knowledge or I'd say any knowledge or mastership of anything that we can think of on a theological level, because we can talk theology and science and deny this and deny that all day long, but when it comes to this eternal God thing, there's never been an argument to support how this God thing came into existence. Because
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the nature of the question. How? Right, remember, emphasis on how did that man-made God came into existence? The how is very, very, very important. That concept, the type of question, how?
It must have come into existence. It can't, by your own logic, he can't have been around forever, because nothing does not produce something. So
Okay, fair question.
Right. Another emphasis here. Kent Hovind is saying that how did your God come into existence is a fair question. This is very, very important because Brett Keane says later that it was a shitty question. Right? So let's see it.
Very fair question.
Very fair question.
And I understand. The question, what caused God, or where did God come from?
No, wrong. Then he just put a red herring there. It's not where did he come from. It's how did he come into existence. Not where is in a location, but how. Okay? Was he put into existence? Not where, did he come around the corner? Did he came 2 million fucking years ago? Did he, where? It's not the where. How? That's the dishonesty kicking here.
From the question, where did God come from?
Not where. Not where. How?
Have several built-in automatic assumptions. The where.
No, the where. The how. Where you implying location. And what Sidney is asking is how. What methodology? What method? Just methodology. How was he or she or it constructed? Was he born from something? Was he created out of fucking nothing? Was he what? How? Not where. And you just fucking deviated the line of questioning. Yeah, your deception kicked in.
Involves distance, space.
No, how is not. It's not from here to here. You freaking idiot.
What if God is outside of time, space, and
Doesn't matter where he is. How?
matter? Then the where, he's everywhere at the same time. Did involves time, past tense, did. What if
How did it come?
God's outside of time? We're the ones that are stuck in time, space, and matter. God's not stuck in any of those.
right, but you're still presupposing God.
Well, true. The God that I worship claims he's eternal. He is just I am. In the beginning.
You claim to be eternal. You're using the book, the man-made book, to justify his existence. That's a fallacy. That's called circular argument. Okay, you're either dishonest or what's the other one? Or willfully ignorant. I don't think you are ignorant, right? You are just pure dishonest.
Beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. God actually created.
That's a claim that it was written in a book. It doesn't make it so.
Created time, space, matter in those 10 words.
Right.
I've been stuck in time and space and matter all my life.
It doesn't matter. We don't give a shit about where you've been. It's how were you generated, not where or when. You dishonest crap. Okay? How? Your parents had sex, not where did they have sex. You fucktard.
It's hard for me to visualize anything. Let me answer your question.
You're not answering the question. You've been dishonest. That's why Sidney is interrupting you, right? And it's got grounds to interrupt because you are a deceiver by default, right? You have been bred or you have grown to be deceptive, right? And you try to wiggle your way out of a fucking hard question that you cannot answer.
I didn't interrupt you.
Sorry.
If two computers were arguing with each
Two computers arguing. What the fuck you just said? Two computers arguing. Are you for fucking real?
other, does man exist? And where did man come from?
Where man came from? What's that got to do where God, how God came into existence? Right? That's a pure red herring. That's got nothing to do with what Sidney asked.
The two computers are probably never going to come to an answer to either one of those questions.
The computer is a man-made thing, right? And built for a specific purpose, right? You're not gonna go to a fucking computer. That's your fucking ignorance talking, right? And say, "Excuse me, computer, what do you think about mankind?" Really?
They're not capable of thinking outside their little box.
You're not capable of thinking outside of your fucking silly box as well.
So we, as humans, can argue about where did God come from, because you're trying desperately to put human limitations on God.
No, your limitation is preventing you to be honest. That's your problem.
So you're not thinking of the biblical God, that's for sure.
Well, no, he just asks you, where did your God? How did your God came into existence? And you think he's not talking about your God? Of course, he's fucking talking about your God.
The God that
I'm
I
just
worship
thinking
is
of
not
the
limited by
Creator
time,
God.
space, or matter.
I'm thinking of the Creator God.
Yeah,
That
Creator God.
that has somehow appeared from nothing.
Right. Brett, I'd ask that when I talk, you mute his mic, okay? I don't interrupt him. He doesn't interrupt me, okay?
Yes,
I'll
Sidney, you
mute
got to
my
mute,
mic, thank
you.
you.
Your mic whenever he's going. Go ahead.
Oh, you do it. You do it, Brett. He won't, I don't think. The God that I worship is not caused by anything.
Right. In my opinion, that's the killer answer. The God I worship, doesn't matter if you worship or not, that's irrelevant, is not caused by anything. That is a claim. Right? It's not caused by anything. Prove that, bitch. Prove it. And you can't, because you're dishonest. Right?
He just is.
It just is. No, you are a bullshitter because you just are a bullshitter. Right? By that analogy.
Now, I don't understand that.
If you do not understand, the honest answer is, I don't know how God came into existence. What is the problem with that? What is the problem about being honest? But you cannot be honest. Right? You are a freaking criminal. You serve 10 years in prison for tax evasion. And you serve 30 days out of 1 year in jail as well for body slamming your wife or ex-wife. Okay, and let's talk about a little bit about that, because I'm going to put her into the witness thingy, right? So this is you, asshole. You go into the kitchen where your wife is with a camera or with some sort of recorder, right? And you come in and make some sort of argument, okay? As far as I'm aware, you, as far as you have been told us, you have got martial art training. I don't care what discipline you got, right? What field of the martial arts, right? But one thing your sensei will say to you at the very beginning is what you want to use the martial arts for, right? It's a discipline of the body, but mainly for defense, never for attack. Attack will be the last result. Right? If you fear yourself, if you are in danger, whatever, you use it for defense. Right? But the best way is to go away. Right? Never use your skills, right? Especially fighting skills, to cause harm to somebody that is weaker than you. That's you being a fucking coward. Right? And then you got a camera or a sort of a recording device to trigger a ill will response from your ex-wife. That's cheesy. That's lame. That's a scumbag in action, right? And you intimidate her, right? Bullying or whatever, right? And you get your goal. You body slam her by doing some sort of a martial arts move, right? And her back hits first. Not the legs, the back. Can you imagine the amount of force? You're a big fucking ass, grown ass man, right? Strong enough than that lady, and you still got the fucking audacity, you you know what I mean? To slam a lady. Oh, by the way, and you were fucking prosecuted. Right, you were prosecuted, obviously, because you had to pay your medical fine. You were actually I saw the conviction. Okay? So you're a fucking criminal. But let's carry on. I just got carry away. So my apologies.
But that's what he claims. I've chosen to believe that.
That's what he claims. And no, wrong. That's what the people who wrote the Bible claim, which is technically hearsay. It's like Frodo in the Lord of the Ring saying how big the ring is. And J.R. Tolkien is writing that. Okay? The writer is the one making the claim of the character in the book. Right? You are wrong in all aspects. You're interpreting the character on the Bible.
By faith. And you said...
Well, by faith, yeah. That means by ignorance. Because there's no good reason. But you're not using reason, basically. Right? You're just being dishonest.
That I deny accepted science. That is absolutely not true. I love science. There's nothing scientific about evolution.
Oh, that's another red herring there. Okay? You don't talk about evolution. You want to shy away from how did your God came into existence. Remember, that's the question at hand. Right? A lawyer will say, excuse me, objection. Objection, Your Honor. Not relevant. Right? So the judge would say, hey, scumbag, Mr. Kent Hovind, criminal. Yeah, answer the question. How did your God came into existence? How did it come? Right? Tell us. No, you can't. But you have to talk about evolution, right? Okay, talk about evolution, idiot.
Nobody's ever seen any animal or plant in the history of the world. Nobody's ever seen a cow produce a non-cow or a cow come from a non-cow.
Guess what, Kent? All of us agree, you freaking idiot. Okay? Nobody. You tell me, scumbag, one scientist that has claimed that one cow has ever produced a non-cow. Tell us what scientist. Must be a New Age creationist, fucker, scientist. But tell me the normal scientist, the one that don't believe in fucking God, because the other ones are fucking, the Christians, scientists are dishonest but built in, right? So you tell me, Mr. Criminal, only one scientist that has ever claimed that one animal, cow in this case, because you like cows, one cow has produced a non-cow. I'm using your sort of like same terminology. If you cannot produce this is a fucking challenge to your silly fucking stupid argument. You need to produce one scientist that has said that. Okay? If you cannot produce it, you are willfully ignorant or intellectually dishonest. One of the two or both. You are willfully ignorant or intellectually dishonest. Hey. But having said that, your man-made God has made a human from fucking dirt, aka Adam. And that is for you, scientifically enough, for your dishonesty to kick in. Right? Let's carry on. Dishonest shit.
It just doesn't happen. It's imagination.
Of course, it's fucking imagination.
On paper drawing cows and strawberries coming to a common ancestor, an amoeba. That's not science.
No, of course, according to you, it's not. We call it evolution, biological evolution. Okay, but that's too complicated for you. You think about between one animal to another one. Yeah? Not what happened millions of years ago in evolution.
You might think it's accepted science. Well, it's stupidity.
Yeah, but present your paper. Yeah, present your paper. Okay, present your paper. Yeah, disproving the scientific terms of evolution, asshole.
Accepted stupidity in my humble, totally unbiased opinion.
Humble, unbiased opinion, aka dishonesty.
And I'll debate you and every evolutionist you can find on that topic if I get half the time, one topic at a time, and no interrupting. Okay? So. No. You prove the contrary. Scientists love
to contradict if it can. You become more famous if you can prove the contrary. Excuse me. But you don't go and say, oh, because the fucking Bible said so. Right? You can't. You should not do that. That's dishonesty.
There is no evidence whatsoever that any animal or plant has ever produced anything other than its kind.
We agree. Idiot.
20 times in the first 7 chapters, the Bible says they will bring forth after their kind. There are no exceptions to that. Every farmer in the history of the world will tell you cows produce cows and only cows. And cows are only interested in other cows to mate with. They're not.
No, that doesn't work like that. Yeah, it's called bulls. But hey, you think that two female cows will fucking interact, right?
Not interested in the fence post and the pine tree or the sheep. They're designed to do what they do. So I do not deny accepted science. I deny the evolution theory because it's not part of science. It's a religion.
Okay, you said that many fucking million times. Okay, but what the questioning had, it was not that. It's how did God came into existence? Are you talking about natural evolution or biological evolution? Well done. Well done. Mega Dodger.
You believe cows and strawberries are real.
Again, how did your God came into existence? How?
Related. You don't know that. You believe that, okay?
You don't know shit. You believe as well. You just claimed that a minute ago. The God I worship is not caused by anything. That he just is. I do not understand that, but that's what he claims. You're on the same fucking boat.
The eternal God that I worship is completely outside of time, space, matter.
That's a claim. Prove it. You're saying it as if it was true.
And you're trying to put human limitations on God. You got the wrong God in your mind.
I'm not. I'm trying to find out
Right,
how.
so Sidney.
No. He said, go on. Brett Keane, shut the fuck up. Literally, shut the fuck up. He said, go on. So, Kent Hovind said, go on. That means he's inviting Mr. Sidney Winston to reply.
Kent doesn't have a whole lot of time.
No. That's irrelevant. The criminal has to say, you know what? I've answered it and I need to go. But he has not said that. The criminal, what he has said is, go on. And he's actually waiting for Sidney to say something so he can carry on writing. So, Brett Keane, you've been dishonest to your guest, or to the person asking the question, which is Sidney Winston. You've been dishonest.
And I want to give other people a chance.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean other chance? Yeah, he wanted to go, and you said that he wants to give another person a chance. So why not wait for Sidney to give the counter reply?
I will provide you couple. I'll provide you a couple videos that Kent has done. He actually did it.
No, you just need to respond to what Ken said.
It's not the videos. You guys have been talking for an hour about things that you know nothing about. I'd like to talk about God, which you're supposed to know everything about.
Be more than happy.
Well, he just gave you know everything about God. You know how God.
Then you're not the special guest.
What do you mean special guest? He's an idiot. What do you mean a special guest? Right now you're making the sign to cut, right? Which is okay. Hold on, let me finish here.
Sidney.
Right, it's cutting the conversation. That means, in my opinion, that. If Kent cuts it out for Sidney Winston only, Kent Hovind is a piece of shit. But if he cuts it out because he has to go, okay, I might understand that. Right? So let's see what happens. Oh, by the way, I'm 6 minutes in and the video finished at 11 minutes. So you can imagine. Right? So only 6 minutes has transpired.
I'll be more than happy to talk to you about things.
No, Brett, he does not want to talk to you, right? You are irrelevant. Why you say, I'm happy to talk to you, right? He's talking to Kent Hovind, the criminal, not Brett Keane, the guy running the show.
But Kent is getting ready to take off.
Ready to take off. That's the second time you said that. ready to take off. Let's see if it's true. Let's see if you hold to that belief.
Got things he's got to do.
Nice to meet you.
But I want to give other people an opportunity before
No.
we go.
No. You just said that he has to go. If he has not, if he's not going, then Brett, you don't have a case. You fucking mumble a lot. He could ask the question to Kent Hovind and clarify his concern, but you are shutting Sidney up, right? You wasted time where he could have come across, and probably even Kent would have replied. That's how a scumbag you are as well.
If he's got a little bit of time, and then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it as long as you like.
He doesn't need to talk to you, right? Well, are you talking on Kent's behalf as well? Are you that fucking retard? Who are you to talk on behalf of Kent? Who are you? Are you the criminal preacher? Are you acting on his behalf?
Brett, have this guy called Donnie, standing for truth. Donnie's a good moderator. He shuts off their mic when it's my turn.
Hey, you never ever answer correctly the initial question on how did your God came into existence, right? If he asks you that question and you're talking about evolution, you're not answering the fucking question. You've been dishonest, right? It's not about moderation. It's about honesty and transparency answering a question. That's the problem here, okay?
To talk. Already this fellow's interrupted 20 times in the
20 times. That's a lie as well.
last 6 minutes. I don't want to do that.
Excuse me, Mr. Hovind.
If you answer the question honestly, either if you provide the information, or simply, you know what, Sidney could have moved on if you would have said, I ain't got a fucking clue how this idiot God came about. I've got no fucking clue. That would have been an honest fucking question. But no, you have said where, here, distance, whatever fucking bullshit you said, right? You twisted the argument, right? And it became convoluted. Totally a fucking unnecessary, the way you answer. Totally unnecessary. And then this idiot Brett Keane says, oh no, he has to go. But no, he has to go, no, but let's bring somebody else.
All right. So, Sidney, you need to slow it down on that. Okay. So, does anybody got any other questions?
Really? The geezer saying cut, because probably has to go, and you're asking somebody else for another question. Let's see what other person, what question they will ask.
Kent, or shall we let him go?
I do. I asked.
Right. He's asking again. So he said, okay, I do. Right? Remember, or well, not remember, put attention on Ken. He's not refusing. He's not saying, no. Mr. Keane has said that it was another person or something like that. Remember, Kent is not disagreeing with this. He's not jumping up or anything like that.
Mr. Kent about God, and his answer had nothing to do with God. It was all about how.
All right.
Right. Why do you cut him off? He's right. You cut him off when Sidney Winston was saying he changed the subject by talking about evolution, and you kicked in. Yeah, you white knighted Kent Hovind. Yeah. Wait.
So we already went through this. I said I was giving other people an opportunity.
No, you did not say another people. Is it another question?
Kent, if nobody else has got any questions, God bless you, and thank you for coming up, and I apologize for the aggravation towards the end of it.
What aggravation? What aggravation? You are causing the problem by not letting Sidney Winston ask a follow-up question, or you not fucking interrupting in the first place and let Sidney Winston ask a question, what happened about 2 minutes ago, right? It could have been done and dusted.
But I don't know why...
Have him contact Donnie and schedule a debate, and Donnie...
It's not a debate, you freaking idiot. It was asking you a question. It was not asking a debate. Remember, Mr. Scumbag, criminal, Kent Hovind, he asked you, how did your God came into existence? How? You did, excuse me, you did not answer it. And then you said you're saying to the moderator to contact somebody else to make a debate. It's not about a fucking debate. Not because you go somewhere else, that means you're going to be right. You're always going to spew out the same bullshit that you've done for years. You're dishonest.
Shut him up when it's my turn to talk. Real simple. Fair enough?
Real simple. Real simple is to be honest, you scumbag criminal. Really, really, really simple. Simple, sorry.
Amen. Sounds good to me.
I'll take any questions like that. I did answer his question.
No, you did not. No, you did not. You did not say. You did not answer the how. You gave a tangent of where, as in location, right? The question, if we're going to put it simply to your fucking simple mind, is how did your parents made you? How did you come about? And the answer would be your father put semen inside of your mother's womb, and you were created. Right? So you could say, hey, Sidney, listen. Okay, my mother and my father fucked. Yeah, a long time ago, I made a mistake of me getting born. Right? You, Kent Hovind, a criminal. Right? He did not, and you are saying the where. Yeah? Your mother was fucked in the kitchen by your father. Yeah? Probably up the ass as well a couple of times. And then up the ass again. And then he made you. That's how it is. Okay? Not the where, the how. You failed the how. Am I fucking crystal clear with you, idiot?
His question is invalid.
No, it's not invalid. It is not invalid when you said it was a fair question. You said it was a fair question. Are you challenging that? People here will actually review the tape or the clip, right? And it will stand to reason that you said it was a fair question.
Where did God come from is an invalid question.
No, where? It is an invalid question, where, but he did not ask the where. Is it how? You dishonest crap.
It's like me asking, why are elephants orange?
No, why? Where? How? How they are orange? No, where? How?
They're not orange. The question's no good.
Hold on. That room is full of fucking dishonest idiots, right? You cannot even understand the simple question that he said. How did you call? Excuse me. How did it come to exist? I'm repeating it fucking 20 times. Yeah, like you said, right? But because you're dumb as fuck, right? That you either were dishonest or you could not comprehend and you tried to weasel out, right? Dishonesty.
His question, where,
No, it did not say where. How? You repeat yourself like Daft Talkins does. Right? Once the person is gone, he cannot defend himself. Right? And you're wasting 3 minutes bullshitting about the where. You're repeating it again. It's not where. How?
involves a limitation by distance or time or
Fucking irrelevant, idiot.
space. Did involves limitations by time, past tense. God come from, again, limitations by, he's trying to.
Not come from, come into existence. Okay? It's not a location. You change the subject from location, where, to how. How the car was made, not where it came from. Came from a place. No. How was it made? Was it made by hand? Was it made by automation? How was it made? How did it came into existence? Why? What mechanism made God exist? Dumb idiot.
To limit God. We're stuck in time, space, matter.
Irrelevant.
God is not. God created time and space and matter in 10 words. In the beginning, there's time. God created the heaven, space, and the earth, matter. God is outside of those. And each of those in that Trinity is also a Trinity.
Who gives a fuck about the Trinity? You adding bullshit to more bullshit. You made a fart and you made it into a big fucking heap of shit. Okay? The where is the fucking problem.
Time has three parts, past, present, future. Space has three parts, length, width, height. Matter has three parts, solid, liquid, gas. A trinity of trinities made in 10 words. The God that I worship is outside of those. He's not limited by
according to the Bible, which is circular argument. But hey, what do we know about circular argument, right?
time. This is not 2022 in heaven. God's already standing at your funeral. He sees all of time at the same time and is not the least bit surprised by anything. So the question is invalid. But if we can discuss that, we'll do more in detail if you'd like, Donnie.
More in detail. You had the opportunity to answer the question. It's not more detail. You mean more bullshit.
On your show or Brett on yours, but I demand equal time, one topic at a time, and no interrupting.
Sydney, you go to Standing for Truth channel. The guy
Standing for Truth channel.
He's got all the information.
God damn it.
Email if you would like to be able to go with versus Kent Hovind on a discussion on that.
Right, he's folding away his little fucking notebook, right? So it is from all this time. What is it? 8 minutes 53 seconds. So he cut Sidney at minute 6. So it's 3 minutes already, almost 3 minutes of bullshit between him, mainly Ken Hovind because he's a specialist bullshitter, and Brett Keane also. Right, so he's ready to go.
You're more than welcome to do that. Or I think he can also call you as well, but it looks like Sydney's wanting a debate with you.
No, he did not. He asked a simple fucking question. You also shifted the criteria, right, of a debate. That was not the case at all.
So if that's the case, this is an open discussion. This isn't where we yell at each other, cut each other off.
Cut each other off. If you shut the fuck up and stop fucking mumbling, it could have fucking answered the question. Or if it's not clear enough for Sidney, which it wasn't, he could have said, you know what, Kent, you're fucking full of shit. I don't think that's the case. Can you clarify your answer? But no, you, Brett Keane, you were dishonest as well. And you did not let the answering question fluid enough, in my opinion.
And call each other related strawberries, folks. Let's add Mr. Phoenix to the room. Hello, Phoenix.
Oh, you just add somebody to the room called Phoenix. Okay, so what?
Hi, Kent Hovind. I did have one question.
Oh, so it's a question. All this time, Kent Hovind could have answered more or less adequately to Sidney, but hey.
Ask it before. I think you might have misunderstood it. I was wanting to know about other pastors that are King James Version only. Oh,
that's a Christian question. So he's automatically interested because we're talking about bullshit, right? So Ken Hovind loves bullshit, so he's gonna probably answer it.
To learn from. So would you have any recommendations of others I could listen to besides you? Even though you're good.
Yeah, there are quite a few pastors who believe God preserved his word in the King James, like me.
In the King James. Yeah. Not in the Hebrew Bible, not in the Greek New Testament, but you say in the New King James Bible. What the fucking arrogance behind that?
There's a website called AV, Authorized Version, avpublications.com.
Who authorized them?
That's Gail Riplinger's ministry in North Carolina. That is excellent, defending the King James Bible against all others.
Defend the King James Bible against the Greek Bible. Really? Against all others. So you think the King James Bible is superior to the New Testament Bible, which was written by Greeks in Greek, obviously. Is that what you're saying, idiot?
And she would probably have a list of pastors more than I would. I don't collect that kind of stuff, but
no, you call it bullshit.
I speak at churches of all different flavors, and I'm not afraid of them at all. But she would probably know. I know Pensacola Bible Institute in Pensacola. Peter Ruckman, he's dead now, but he did extensive work on that.
Well, here is finishing, but what I'm trying to show here now, I'm going to show this, right? This is, where is it? Video source, let me show it to you. Okay, this is Kent Hovind. Oh, no, showing it. This is Kent Hovind, ex-wife, right? And you guys, what you're gonna guys see here is her commentary in Brett Keane's thing, but I'm not concerned about her commentary. I'm concerned about Brett Keane's answer, right? So we're gonna shift it to that video and see what they say.
One of the main contentions I've seen that some Christians have had out there in the comments.
Right. One of the main contentions that he's seen from some Christians. That's bullshit. That's it. That's like saying one of my main contentions is X. So basically, I think he's projecting. I think he's talking about himself, not about somebody else. Who gives a fuck about somebody else?
As they state, you've made it very clear that you are wanting to expose ungodliness, the abuse, the evil, and all this.
The abuse. Abuse. Remember that, yeah? And the evil. Yeah, okay.
It's commendable. I think anybody would agree on this. But the issue, it seems like some Christians have had, is some of the people.
The issue is some Christians has some issues about what? Are you talking about somebody, or are you projecting again? Why do you say some Christians? Why can't you be fucking honest, yeah, and say I've got an issue with your thing, right? I've got an issue here.
Well, that you chose to do interviews with, such as the non sequitur.
So you're saying that Christians had issues for her exercising her right to talk to some people. Is that what you're saying?
God, Jesus Christ, on a daily basis. They also had a host that was originally a person who was found to be a rapist. Did you know that?
So,
Sure.
So somebody was a rapist that was being in a show.
Did not. Holy.
They had a host on there, and Steve.
Oh, I do remember Steve saying.
So they
that
had a
Kyle-
host. Can you get the similarity here? So, okay, let's carry on.
Convicted of rape.
No, that's wrong.
Kyle Curtis was an atheist.
Kyle was a thief. Not convicted sex offender.
Money from their podcast that they were making.
That is true.
And left him out to dry.
That is true.
Steve McCree out to dry. There was another man, though. I forget what the guy's name was, but there was
of course
a
you
huge
did.
dramatic thing for the last 2 years about how he was being what a lot of atheists referred to as a rape apologist, where he tried to defend the guy, even though he knew for a fact the guy didn't just rape, but he kidnapped a girl.
Right, you're describing, so Keane, correct me if I'm wrong, you're describing what did that person do wrong, correct? So he was a sex offender, obviously he was going to be raped or do bad things, right? So you just glorifying or putting more wood on the fire.
Out somewhere and did this, and it was all it's all recorded. Yeah, someone that he was having on the show. So
somebody that he's having on the show. Brett, what the fuck did you had somebody on the fucking show? You had a fucking criminal 2 times convicted. Maybe it's your 3rd time lucky. He will come back again after he probably be sentenced to jail again for whatever bullshit that he might do in the future, right? And you got to be 3 times the charm, right?
At the time,
Huh?
did Steve
Yes,
McCree know
Steve
that
McCree
about it?
has known that for the last couple of years.
No.
Well, how long, Mr. Brett Keane, did you know that Kent Hovind was a criminal and you host him in your channel? Same answer. Same question, same answer. For how long? Yeah? Remember the how and not the where? For how long?
Did he know it while he had him on his as a partner?
Yeah, he defended.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. How long do you know? Do you know that when you made the show, do you know that he was guilty? Twice?
If you, when you have an opportunity, you don't have to do it right now, but just type in Steve McCree rape apologist, and you're going to see that he was pretty much dogpiled by the atheist community for doing this, because he was one of these guys who like to go over to Twitter.
Dogpile. Okay, you want some dogpile? Brett, you're a scumbag, right? You just hosted, or in this case, what I just saw, yeah, you hosted this criminal, convicted criminal, as without a shadow of a doubt. That's fact. I can produce more fact than that scumbag, right? He was a criminal, and you hosted him. But then you go to Kent Hovind's wife, Cindy, and you say, some Christian thought that it was bad for them to host a sex offender. Maybe the case that's correct. But what the fuck are you hosting for an hour, right? That criminal. You answer that. Yeah? And without any more to say, I will end it there, because that was the nature of my video, right? Reproducing what this guy did, the unfairness of not giving the correct answer or the clear answer, giving a fucking tangent, right? Brett Keane defending this guy White Knight. He say, "Oh, you too much, go and have a fucking debate, schedule a debate," when it was a simple question, right? And then you got the fucking audacity, yeah, to get a fucking stupid Christian to ask, "Oh, where can I learn from you? No, I've learned a lot from you. I want somebody else. Yeah, can you recommend?" And you say, yeah, I can recommend. I can stay for 5 more minutes giving you bullshit, right? Really? Is this how it comes to? Absolute fucking dishonesty. To date, and I've seen probably a couple thousand of fucking videos, I have not seen one honest preacher. Not seen one. And that is saying something. Right? The common denominator here is to tell as much bullshit as possible, and the gullible people will fucking believe it. And also ask for money, yeah? So you can live a fucking free life without lifting a fucking finger in your fucking life. Yeah, just going from one place to the other. Evolution is not right. Evolution is a religion. Blah, 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 blah. That's it. Okay? So Kent Hovind, you are a dishonest piece of shit, together with your new friend, Brett Keane. I rest my case. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time.